We just roped down through that cave slash stope section there. Got a nice drift level down here. Big beefy rail. There is stuff already. You can see there's a fault wall right there with some dates on it. 23, or maybe that's 33. I stand corrected. You can actually still read the writing right there. Miners Carbolite. I don't know that I've seen that brand before, actually. The drift keeps running back that way. There's another ore car there. There's a box full of dynamite and fuse right here. That's pretty old, but I still wouldn't want to play with that because sometimes that stuff's completely inert, but that's, I'm not sure about that, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. I think that's one of the sections we were looking down before. Let's see if there's any more graffiti back here. Where my buddy just went.
29.
Looks 29.
A whole bunch.
Right on. We were just looking down that drift. Gonna go look at the ore car in more detail. See a stole right there. It's all crushed. There. That chamber back there. Definitely an ore car. They always are missing the wheels though. I don't know why. Even down here, the wheels are missing. We got double jacking drill bit right there.
Yeah.
Another carbide can. We've got another. I guess this is an overpass, huh?
Yeah, look at it back there. It's an ore chute pops out right there.
Oh, that's an ore chute back there?
Yeah.
Okay, so an ore chute there.
Cruise down.
That dumps down to here.
These rollers are.
Jeremy's gonna go check that out. Is that the remains of the ore chute? What is that right there?
I think so.
Okay, well, Jeremy's gonna check it out. Wait to hear back from him.
Hey, that roller was an accident.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know why the wheels have always gotta go missing. There's the other side of that ore car there. And this drift, I think, is just caved. Has a tiny little slot. You know, they still backfilled that. That goes back 2 feet. And they backfilled it. And this, I think, flows down from that cave stope section, because, yeah, see all that rock flooding down from there? I'm almost certain that's what that is. It just dumps down. So this is the bottom of it, presumably. That ends there. Interestingly, I noticed there's an ore car wheel right there. Huh. All right. Let's assess the viability of continuing to drop down here. We just dropped down this ore chute, ore pass, whatever it was. It's hard to tell now. Got some more miners graffiti down here. It's been obscured by all the debris that's come down, unfortunately. Looks like 20, 22 right there. Hard to say. Still the pick marks on the side right there, in the rib. I could look for the... What is that saying? Look for the something. But what I'm looking at right now is we've got Hercules powder box right here. We've got these 2 old bottles here. That still has a label on it. Come on, focus. Okay, I had to pick that one up to get the camera to focus on it. Looks like Fredericksburg Brewing Company Lager Beer. That's a very old one. Okay, so they got the bottles of beer right there, the dynamite box right there. There's more dynamite box. Remains an old whiskey bottle right here.
Pick it up and look from the back
That's like a full pint.
This is a medicine bottle. It's still got
I see whiskey. You see Can you guys see that? It says whiskey. You see that side of the label right there, but I can't make out the brand. So the whiskey bottle there. There are remains of an ore car here. Looks like it was a wooden ore car. You see the frame here is badly rotten. Got the wheels, the axle there.
I didn't even see this thing.
Drift keeps running. Have you guys been down there yet?
Little ways of
A little
tease
bit,
out.
you know, there's a ore card on the rails and
Oh, cool.
it says out this way.
Ah,
Smells like diesel in
there's something up there. Does that go anywhere?
there. It goes back maybe 20 feet. It drops down right here on the other side.
Okay. You gonna check it out?
Yeah.
That's the way we came in. I know I'm pointing the camera in all different directions. That's the way we came in. To orient you, climb over this debris pile here. See what's back this way. Ah, got a pipe right there.
We got up there?
Ah, old tobacco tin. Right there, got the Prince Albert can.
Nothing cool.
Seems to be the miner's choice. That is far and away the most common tobacco we see underground. Very spacious all of a sudden here. The arrow right there is pointing to the way we came. Got stacked up wood over here. Another ore car right there. These timbers have come down. They're all rotted out. Crumbly rock right there. And then, let's see, a little drift running back that way. I don't know if anybody's been back there yet. This ore car here is really cool. It's mine, it's just loaded. Here's looking at the other side of the ore car. And it looks like it says something. It looks like exit. Or, I don't know. It looks like it says something though. I don't see a manufacturer's plate or anything. You been down this way? I'm going yet?
We haven't gone any way from here.
Okay.
I was gonna plan on meeting up. We got a little sign right there that says out, back that way.
Yeah, I saw the arrow pointing out.
We don't have any kind of airflow,
No airflow.
so,
But we've had good success just continuing to drop down.
yeah.
This drift I'm on looks really solid ahead. I don't see.
Straight. You wanna go right, you wanna go straight?
I'm really tempted by this one in front of me.
Huh?
Really tempted by this one in front of me. All right, we're going straight. This one just looks too nice and appealing to bypass this one. Not even any ground fall back here. No footprints whatsoever. We're probably the first people down here in a really long time, possibly even since the mine closed. So, could be like the first people down here in 100 years or more. Oh, it just keeps going. This is beautiful. This is far and away the cleanest section that we've seen. A little backfilled drift right there. Oh, that was a piece of porcelain or something there. All right, continuing on. No airflow at all. Looks like there might be a junction up here. Yeah, there's a junction up here, man. And some miners graffiti. Slow. Look out for the cars. That's really cool. More miners graffiti over here. We've got, that just runs forever in that direction. And that runs forever in that direction. Old dynamite box. Right there, the rail is going this way. See the junction here? The rail's going this way. I don't know if those are boxing or what, but it looks cool.
The high grade drift.
High grade drift?
High grade drift.
The one back there?
That's what it says.
Alright, that's the high grade drift, but the rail is going this way. There. We came in from that direction. Now we're going to check out this drift called high grade drift. And we've got that nice looking one waiting for us going this direction. Let's see what the high grade drift has for us. See right there? Oh, it says higher grade drift. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Never mind. It says high grade drift. Just all jammed together. Pretty cool. We got these lines running down next to us for air or water. Probably air, considering the age of this mine. Nice and spacious in here, which is appreciated. More remains of dynamite boxes. Okay, I've got some backfill action here.
Is it done?
That'd be okay with me if that faces out. We're getting tired.
Backfill.
Backfill to the top.
Yeah. Is that all done? That's it.
All right, good. Let's go check out where that rail is going, man. That looked awesome. We just looked down the high grade drift right there. Now we've got this appealing looking drift here. It's free of ground fall and other unpleasantness.
Have you got an 18650 battery?
CR123.
That's indecipherable. The rock down here seems really solid though. I don't want to jinx myself, but there's no ground fall. It's got a good echo. I'm liking it. And I'm very curious where this goes. These guys are boxing again. See that? There's more here. 35. And that's just the guy's initials. I like it when they get their hometowns and things like that. Oh, wow, that's cool.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. So here's looking down that side drift. There's that really cool graffiti right there. See, April 13th, 1931. And that fault wall keeps running as far back as I can see. It looks man-made, but that's just a solid fault wall. Got some old blasting caps right here. See those Hercules blasting caps? Pretty cool. This doesn't go anywhere. That way is backfilled completely. And then this keeps going. A cool gobbing right there. And it keeps going. Looks like there's maybe another ore car up here. Not sure what those guys are stopping for. Yeah, I think that's another ore car. More gobbing here. Another one that runs back as well. Wow. Kind of sorry they backfilled all these. Oh, big junction here. So, see the junction in the track, and then we've got big stope running up there and all through here. And behind me, this is a drift. God, this place is huge. The track serves this drift as well. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. I think the one we're on has been used much more recently. Ore car, of course, has to be missing the wheels. This front dumping ore car, as you can see. The tracks keep going. Oh man, there's stuff in here too. Another stope chamber in here. You can see some of the carbide left there. Oh man, this place is huge. Let's see. stope drops down there. That seems to be it. Runs over here, I think. This is the drift I was already on. Yeah. There, what is that? I don't know what that is. I'll check that out in a minute. Does that go anywhere?
Yeah, come on back. Careful right there.
Ooh. Ha.
Yeah.
That's a little sporty. That is really sketchy,
There's an
actually.
arch right there, man.
What's that?
It's completely undercut. Completely.
Yeah, that is completely undercut. That's just a tiny little shell, like an eggshell, holding all that up. That's a huge beam next to you. Looks like a roller. Looks like there was a windlass right there. See that?
Uh-huh.
That's really cool. A little sporty getting past that. Yeah, it's part of a windlass right there. And this just drops down, well, forever. Little plank here. Another old bottle. I can't believe the size of that piece of wood. I can't imagine what they use that for. That's my boot on it for some comparison. Why did they bring a piece of wood that big down here? I can't imagine. Jeremy's dropping down there. Looks like there might be even another drift level down there. Maybe something over there as well. This is getting crazy. Oh, there's the crank for the windlass right there. I just overlooked that completely. So Jeremy just looked down there. He said it's just a couple, what'd you say it was? Just a couple little chambers?
Yeah, a couple little pockets.
All right. So Jeremy just looked down there, so it's just a couple little pockets. So we're not missing anything there. He's gonna check this out. Let us know how that looks.
Yeah, this is backfill right here.
All right, that's just backfilled. So we'll get over this eggshell arch right here. Head back to the main drift, or yeah, main drift by this point, and keep going. Just gonna squeeze right over that. Trying to figure out what this wooden thing is here. Here's a closer look at that wooden bench. I think, actually, now that I'm looking at it, they were using this just as a workbench to cut notches in the timbers here. This is one of the timbers that they left. They're making notches in. Now, why is another question. I can't have an answer for that, but that, I believe, is what that was. Purpose of. There's a little bit of graffiti here behind me. I can't make anything out, you know, individual letters, but it doesn't mean anything to me. There's some grease right here. I use that to grease the wheels, or excuse me, grease the rails so the ore cars can flow over them more easily. Big stope chamber here has collapsed. This actually could have been what they're notching that big timber for, to help support some stuff here. But you see some big slabs have come down. And we're obviously not going straight any farther. So I'm in that larger chamber now. You can see Jeremy up there to give you some perspective. A little drift up there goes back about 50 feet or so, and then dead ends. Got some gigantic timbers in here. You see my buddy Jake next to him, just to give you a sense of scale. There's one behind me here. That's incredibly huge. This chamber extends over here as well. It just stops there. Not seeing any artifacts or anything. Still in this chamber is our buddy Jeremy up there, and I was told that if you drop down through there, you can hit the other side of this drift that we came on from over there. Hard to say oriented down here. And would you say it goes about, what, 60 feet or so?
Yeah, if that.
60 feet, and then it hits a completely caved shaft.
There's some shovels, some chain, piece of an old wooden broom.
If you guys didn't hear that, I said there's a shovel, some chain, a piece of old wooden broom, but that's it. So I think that's the end of the line in this direction. We still have those two drifts behind us to check out. We just finished looking down that section. That's where that big chamber was, and the cave shaft. Got that ore car right there. You guys can get your reference points. This is the drift. We haven't gone down yet. Had the junction going here. I let my friends get ahead a bit. But we do have to see what's down here for the sake of completeness. Chamber there. Chamber here. It's amazing how they just drifted off in every direction. Tossed a bunch of junk back there. You know, it's so much easier to just toss this stuff to the side rather than haul it all the way out. That's why you see this backfill and the gobbing and all that kind of thing. It's not easy getting all this stuff out. So it makes sense to do that. See, they did have, excuse me, they did have rail in here at one time. Obviously. 216. Looks like 36. This actually runs away. Kind of low. You can tell this is old just I'm stooping down to get through here. The older drifts are generally much smaller. Some of this graffiti makes no sense to me. Backfill drift. And that faces out right there. Huh. So there's a raise or something here that fell, or a stope, I mean, came down right there. Now the rock just changed completely. See how it's all yellow now? A lot more crumbly too, as you can see. A piece of old rail. Much more crumbly. There's, looks like Jeremy's going that way. Check that out. Doesn't look too appealing. Does it just face out up here?
Yeah, there's a shovel.
Okay, well, for the sake of completeness, I will show it.
Yeah, stuff.
Oh, wow.
It
All right, geologists, what is this?
just crumbles.
Looks like candy cane.
It's amazing.
That really looks like a candy cane. Wow.
So the walls.
Yeah, it's all through here too. All right, seriously, geologists.
Still up that
I know you guys watch this channel. What is that? It's like a scaling bar, or no, a strap rail. I thought there was a scaling bar. There's some track. And there is indeed a shovel. There's the shovel. It'll take you a long time to dig this out with that. Okay, yeah, that's caved as well right there. So I have to give them a hard time for missing the drift, but no, it's caved. So, that would seem to be it for this drift. We just looked down there at the dead end. This is that drift. Jeremy is going down, that dead ended back there, he said. However, he did find this old boot back there. So somebody was having a bad day. Alright, you remember that drift with the big fault wall with all the graffiti on it? For the sake of completeness, we had to come down here. Kind of glad we did. It's a cool dynamite box here. Couple old bottles here. That's my bag next to them. And no, I'm not taking them. They're staying here. The cork is still on the top of that one. It's cool. We got fuse cord all over the ground here. Look at all this fuse cord. That's crazy. Got really clean, clear graffiti behind me here. Hiram Kitchen. December 12th, 1928. That's really cool. Imagine Hiram is no longer with us. Wow, look at this fault wall. This is amazing. It's all squared off like that.
Real old.
That's cool. Really small drift here along the fault wall. I wonder if that's Hiram Kitchen.
Got something really interesting over here.
Oh yeah? I like interesting things.
I guess in 1927 it wasn't so taboo yet.
Uh-oh.
I think this guy might have been German.
Do we have something politically incorrect here? Oh wow. Huh.
1927.
That's really interesting. That seems early. I mean, huh. I guess the Nazi Party was a thing. But that
Very
point,
early though.
Yeah.
27. We'll have to look up what the state was.
Yeah,
Status was in 27.
I don't know my history well enough to give you an exact year. That seems early.
Seems pretty early for a minor in America to be a part of it.
Exactly. You know, the swastika did have other meanings and such. There were even old, mines called the swastika mine, things like that. So I'm wondering if he's referencing some of that rather than the political stuff. Look back on this corridor here. That is neat, really interesting though. That, okay, just dead ends right there.
Here's the eggs.
Yeah, Jeremy overturned one of the dynamite boxes, and there are eggshells there, which we're assuming are the remains of a miner's lunch from a long time ago. Yeah, had some hard-boiled eggs underground. That's a real neat find. DuPont dynamite box. Got that was too far gone to tell.
So the kitchen.
Oh, more graffiti.
Kitchen's either a family or a joke.
I'll be right
Kitchen,
there.
Bob Kitchen, Clarence Kitchen.
I'll be right there. Not another DuPont box. These DuPont boxes are really cool.
Here they are.
You don't see those very often. I'll trade you places.
Hard-boiled eggs there.
What does that say? Bull
Shitter.
bullshitter?
Bullshitter.
Well, there you go. Who was the bullshitter though? Was it one of these guys was a bullshitter? We can't figure out who though.
Pointing here.
To Lee? Was Lee the bullshitter?
The Ales. Sounds like a bullshitter.
Here's the bullshitter name. All right, yeah, you weren't kidding. There's Joe Kitchen, Bob Kitchen, Clarence Kitchen. I don't know. Oh, April 25th, 1924. This is February 17th, 1926, and that's pointing toward the kitchens. So that is that. ATB 38. Yeah, I'm still not 100% who the bullshitter is. See the bullshitter arrow right there? It's sort of in this general direction.
It's pretty vague. I
Yeah,
think the bullshitter was the bullshitter.
could be.
Whoever wrote that.
Yeah.
Bullshitter, you know?
For sure. Now, the reason the miners ran along the fault wall is oftentimes you can get really rich mineral deposits squeezed up between those fault lines. Doesn't seem to be the case here because they left it, but that's still pretty cool. All right, I walked right by this on the way in, but scratched into the side here,
Very hard to read.
what does it say?
HF
HF,
and NE.
H fine, maybe? F-I-N-E?
H fine, maybe, yeah. October
October 12th,
12th, 1898.
1898.
Notice to the reader, you are, and
You're something, and you are...
You are a liar and ass. Strikes fire and your...
It doesn't help that that chunk of the rib came out.
Yeah, it's hard. I see telegraph wires, and then this is all crossed out, probably by somebody else. And I'll Something you. Damn, this is hard to read. Your hustle. Your ass.
Say whistle?
Hustle looks like.
Looks like
Oh no, yeah, you're right. W. Your whistle.
I don't know. I hope somebody at home can read this better than we're having the ability to do so. Back at that ore car with wheels. This is sort of near the beginning of where we drop down to this drift level back that way. And you remember that we bypassed this drift here because I was all jonesing and excited given how good this one looked. So we have this one to check out still. Obviously it had rail. You can see the track right there. Looks like an arrow water line down there as well. A little more spacious in here. Completely different color of rock again. It's kind of sandy and powdery, what I'm walking on. More track. Bunch of wood tossed back here. That's been here a long time to have rotted that completely. And so I've got rays. I said old rope. The rope right there. We've got some type of tobacco right there. See, looks like a round cut. Hard to tell. Anyway, of course, Jeremy's shooting up this raise here. A little miner's graffiti. Looks like Joe was here. Is it worth it?
Yeah, just the ocean goes straight up.
Alright, I'll stick my head in there in a second. Seems like kind of older, just based on stuff back here. You see the rail right there. Obviously I didn't bother taking that out because it was underneath all of this. Alright, I just crawled up that to get in this tiny little chamber here. What this is apparently an overpass that ties in way up there. Probably 40 feet up. We were just talking, I don't remember seeing anything like that above that we passed by, so I don't know if we missed that, or it doesn't look too high past that platform, so that could be the extent of it. It's hard to say. There's this weird black stuff that's dribbling down the sides here. Kind of like tar. It doesn't look like rodent urine or anything. So who knows? We explored that area already, and we're making our way back out. And I noticed this glove here. Look how rotted it is. I've never seen a glove in this condition before. That's totally wild to me. We're back at that section where we first dropped down. Remember there's that drift running off that way? So we're checking that out to refresh your memory. We dropped down from there, and there was that, or this graffiti here. And we just finished checking out all that stuff back there. So we're wondering what is back here. Just squeezed through this tiny slot here, and we're in, and we're gonna start running back that way, see how it looks. Alright, that's my buddy squeezing through there. Got an old shovel right there. Now, let's see what's over here. Another rail junction. I always like the rail for some reason. Ooh. Nice. Classic miner's graffiti. It's an odd looking one. This obviously went back at some point, but that is done. Old carbide can. Oh man, old wooden barrel. That's cool. The remains of an old wooden barrel. Got some more graffiti right there. And then, oh wow, got the remains of an old jackleg drill right here. How about that? That is rare indeed. I am impressed. Another barrel right there. How things looking up there?
It faces out
Okay, so
about 40 feet back.
just faces out up there. Surprised they had all this infrastructure back here for that.
Uh-huh. Could have been. This has got to be an horseshoe or something.
Oh yeah, with the pipe running up it. If you didn't hear, he said there's got to be an horseshoe or something to the right.
Wow, nice.
So this is worth coming back here just for the drill.
That's cool.
I don't know my drill is well enough to know how old that is, but that's old.
That is old. With how old the steel is in here. It's
Exactly.
probably an 1800s drill.
Yeah. So taking a closer look at this, that circle right there would connect to that point where his boot just touched. And that would have been mounted on a steel post, most likely. Now the drill would have been pneumatically driven, but you would have had to push it in by hand. From right there. It's quite old. And they've got the drill bit right there still. Doesn't have the hole in it for water, which is another indication of how old it is. That's really amazing to see this whole setup right here. Love it.